Fulham 2, Chelsea 3. Sabi Alonso ball is here. See, I'll take this win over anything, and I'm very happy and I'm very excited. But let's not get distracted the fact that we won our first game of the season and Chelsea took all the 3 points at Craven Cottage. As you all know, Fulham and Chelsea game is always tough because we are rivals. We are not just far away rivals. We are London rivals. We are city rivals. We are neighbors. As a matter of fact, let me run you through small history. Fulham was using Stamford Bridge before Chelsea was created. When Chelsea was created around early 1900s, so in the late 1890s, yeah, Fulham was using Stamford Bridge. Then when they created Chelsea, Chelsea now took over Stamford Bridge. And we had to drive Fulham to another place. So Chelsea Stadium is actually on Fulham Road. Let's not get carried away with history. I just needed to remind you guys. Fulham versus Chelsea is always a tough match. However, the scoreline presents itself. And we got two former Real Madrid managers, Sabi Alonso and Alvaro Arbeloa, meeting in the Premier League for the first time on the first match day. Wow. So Chelsea won 3-2, but there are some key takeaways from that match. Let me start first. Joao Pedro is an absolute gem. Joao Pedro is an absolute beauty. I don't know why Carlo Ancelotti left him. I don't absolutely no clue why he didn't take him to the World Cup. But did you see Joao Pedro? 30 seconds into the match, cool, calm, composed finishing. Assist from Cole Palmer, the cold man. Yeah, and Chelsea took the lead. Immediately Chelsea took the lead, Chelsea picked up a yellow card. And before you know, Sanchez began to make mistakes. The first time Akapom passed back to Sanchez, instead of Sanchez to retain the ball and then we recycle the possession and we rebuild the attack from there. Somehow, for reasons best known to Sanchez, he chased the ball to the corner. We lost possession. We considered a corner. And you know what that means in football. Then, not long again, Josh King shot a ball straight at where he was standing. You and I watching this video will save that ball. A Sunday League goalkeeper will save that ball. It was not a screamer. It was not a rocket. It was not a caller. Talk of any kind of outside shot in football. It wasn't it. It was just a normal straight shot at him. And somehow, he let the ball go into the net. Then Chelsea leveled 1-1. Then the game became intense and we started balling left and right. And Chelsea picked up the second yellow. In fact, between first 12 minutes, Chelsea had already picked up 2 yellow cards, which brings me back to this disciplinary issue at Chelsea. It's been long coming. Managers have come, managers have gone, managers have come, managers have come, but the disciplinary issue still persists. What exactly is the problem? I'm very sure if Caicedo was on the pitch today, he'll probably get his own yellow card. Even Reece James picked up, let me jump now to the second half. Even Reece James picked up a yellow card. So Chelsea got 3 yellow cards in this match. And not just that, Levi Kowi would have gotten a second yellow even in the first half. There was a second attempt that he got away with the second yellow card. And I think the referee was just being generous. And if he had picked up that red card, it would have ruined the game for Chelsea. So again, Sanchez error again. He pushed the ball, he parried the ball. He didn't push it really hard. He pushed it about 5 to 10 yards away where Gonzalo Garcia was standing. And then that's the tapping, which made the game 3-2, which almost brought Fulham back into the game. In fact, it brought them back into the game because they started balling Chelsea. So that's on the part of Robert Sanchez. Let's talk about our defense. The scoreline did not justify those guys' effort. Akapong was very solid, very, very solid in that game. Lacroix was very solid in that game. You need to see the counter where he stopped. Was it Gonzalo Garcia? Then there was another pass, a true pass. They wanted to play him through and go. He intercepted it. He plays much like Saliba, so I would say that is our own Saliba anyway. And Levi Kowi because of the yellow card and the near miss of the second yellow, I think that kind of got into his head, and he had a good day at office, but not that great. So I think he's only the weak link at the battery, but no one is perfect. There are days off. And when you look at the midfield, Rhys James had to play a lot. He had to cover for Moise Caicedo because Caicedo was injured. So they had to pair Romeo Lavia and Rhys James. Lavia was not bad, but could have done better because at some point Fulham dominated the midfield, but Lavia was not bad. Now let's talk about Cole Palmer, the cold man. We just need Cole Palmer to be fit all through the season, and Premier League we see wonders. Cole Palmer had a fabulous and amazing game. Every time the ball comes to Cole Palmer, you know, you can feel that he's about to do something. Every time he gets the ball at his feet, you know something is about to happen. He played beautifully well. He got a goal. He got assist. He got involved in the game. Now let's talk about his bestie that just joined Chelsea, Morgan Rogers. Morgan Rogers got his debut Premier League goal for Chelsea. He's not new to the Premier League, but he's new to Chelsea. So he got his debut goal, his debut Premier League goal for Chelsea. And it was actually a square ball from Lacroix, which makes it even more beautiful. Now let's go to Joao Pedro. After getting the early goal in 30 seconds into the game, he made a brilliant assist for Cole Palmer. He was standing in his own half. He got the ball. The defender thought he had played him offside. And you remember the offside rule, when you're in your own half, there's no offside. So he picked up the ball, drag him to the edge of the box. Then Cole Palmer was running behind, and then he played Cole Palmer through on goal from coming behind, and Cole Palmer peacefully slot it home. They expected the flag to go up, but guess what? It never went up. And that was how Chelsea secured the third goal. So Morgan Rogers got his goal, Cole Palmer got his goal, Joao Pedro got his goal. What a way to start the season. See, every other lapses that happens there, we would pick up and continue. But what a way to get the season started. These three key players got their goals. Now let's talk about Robert Sanchez. Now, the elephant in the room. There are three things that could happen if Chelsea wants to go far this season. Remember, the season is still long. It's one of these reasons. Chelsea could decide to replace Robert Sanchez, which at this point Chelsea fans won't mind. Chelsea can decide to get another goalkeeper coach, which at this point Chelsea fans will not mind. Chelsea could as well get backup goalkeepers that would make serious competition for Robert Sanchez and reset his head. Chelsea fans will not mind. If you look at Chelsea's backup goalkeepers, there are no goalkeepers that can really compete with Robert Sanchez for that role. Probably that's why he's very, very prone to error. Look at Manchester City. They had Donnarumma and they had Trafford last season. Anytime Trafford plays, he performs well. He wants to take Donnarumma's shirt. Trafford is so good that he had to go to Leeds or something like that. Raya is on top of his game because he doesn't want Kepa or anybody to take over his role. That's how it should be. Robert Sanchez should not be feeling like the alpha and omega of the goalpost. He's too error prone. I know no one is perfect. Raya made a few errors. Some other goalkeepers, great goalkeepers, made few errors. But as a top goalkeeper, if they look at your error leading to goal in a whole season, it should not be more than 2 or 3. But when you look at Sanchez, you might find 5. And not just error leading to goal. How about errors that did not lead to goal, but became a disadvantage to the team because you just made us lose possession? A possession that we would have rebuilt and then progress from there. Now you made us lose the progression. Now you've broken the sequence. It's not today that Sanchez will receive ball and play it out for throwing, or probably chase a ball to the corner and then we concede a corner kick. So Chelsea needs one of those three things that I've suggested. And believe me, Chelsea fans will not mind any of those three if it happens. Replace Sanchez or replace the goalkeeper coach because we don't know what they are doing. Another option is get solid backup that can make him serious and fight for the number one shirt with him. I don't think it's Penders or Slonina or anybody, because you that is watching this video, if I ask you about Slonina or if I ask you about Mike Penders, you probably know nothing about them. You can't really tell how good they are. So Chelsea needs to make a change in that department. Otherwise, we would have good performances, good scores, but all these little error leading to goal, error of losing possession would then pollute and dilute the consideration of our good results. Chelsea would have played beautifully well today if not for Sanchez's two errors. Even the error that resulted into the corner kick would have been overlooked because we would have won the game perfect 3-0. So that's on the part of Sanchez. Now let's talk about our coach. Xabi Alonso is a lovely manager. We are going to enjoy him. But let's not get carried away. Let's go back history and do a small study and look at his team at Bayern Munich. A lot of times they conceded many goals, but they were always scoring enough goals that would cover up for the losses. Many times they won by comeback. Many times they did late winners. Late winners happen. Dramatic winners happen in football. Even some late equalizers happen in football. It's all part of football. Yes, we know. But let's not forget that he's not a defensive coach. So this season we will not be dragging clean sheet or golden glove with Arsenal and some people. I think we'll be focused more on winning the games and scoring the goals. He plays I-line too, and a lot of managers play I-line. And Flick at Barcelona plays I-line. Even Vincent Kompany at Bayern Munich plays I-line. Luis Enrique at PSG plays I-line. A lot of players, Pep Guardiola plays I-line. Even Maresca plays I-line. A lot of managers plays I-line. So the I-line is not the problem as long as you are able to get over the line, if that makes sense. So we might be seeing scores of like 5-3, of like 4-2, of like 2-1, more than 2-0, more than 1-0 this season. So I just think Chelsea fans should just find a way to get comfortable with that, and hopefully he continues to get better. And Chelsea still needs to, make some amendments. If Enzo is leaving, let him leave. If he wants to stay, let him stay. But Enzo pretty looks much like somebody who wants to leave. He's now a shadow of himself. The Enzo that played against Fulham, even though he played for only 35 minutes, we couldn't even feel his impact. So if Enzo wants to leave, fine and good, let him leave. Then hopefully the Chavaria, the Palestra, and all of those teams, all of those guys will gel together and Chelsea will move forward. Thank you so much. These are just my opinion about the match. You necessarily do not need to agree to everything I say. I'm not an expert though. It's just from the lens that I watch the game. So you can expect to see some bias, missing out on points or anything. So if there's anything about the match that you remembered or that you want to contribute, feel free to add it in the comment section. And like I always say, I'm still in the business of attending to comment section because we are trying to build a community that is very, very interactive. So don't forget to like this video, subscribe to this channel, and you will see me in the next one. Thank you very much. Bye.